Hey everyone, it is King Sika here. I know it's been a while since the last video. Unfortunately, school kind of caught up to me for these last couple of weeks, and it's going to be probably just as bad for the next 2 or 3 weeks, so expect low to little videos to come out during the next probably rest of this month leading into June. But on the flip side, I will hopefully have a much more open schedule in June. Sorry about that. That would be my girlfriend texting me, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that. So for today's video, I think I'm going to make today's video a little bit longer for you guys, so therefore that should hopefully try to, I won't say make up the gap, but it'll hopefully put some buffer there. So, as you can see here, there's a new airplane. I can't remember if I did end up showing these off at one point in time. I might have, so forgive me if I have. It's been quite some time. If you guys recognize this airplane, it's actually by Helix Copter. I actually think I did show it off in the DC-8 video, I believe, but we'll go ahead and look at it anyway. I do have some new stuff, which I do know I haven't shown yet. He did the exterior, I did the interior for him. I noticed it had been done. I went ahead and slapped on an interior. It took me about, I want to say it only took me like 20 minutes to throw on an interior. Me and him, when we work together, we build really fast. Like this guy over here is the A310, or A300, sorry about that. Me and him actually built this together. And it took us probably about an hour or so, give or take. And that's not including some of the liveries and whatnot. But we'll go ahead and head in here. If I can get in the damn thing. Alright, here we go. A little cramped cockpit. Similar style as the L-1011. It's another wide-bodied aircraft. It was made in 1970s, I think? Or maybe it was late 1970s, early 1980s. Something along those lines. I don't know the exact dates for the aircraft, but that also leads me into talking about the airport, what's currently going on. As you may or may not know, the airport is supposed to be set in kind of the era of, we decided about 1984 would be the cutoff date. Any aircraft produced before that we won't have in the air, or any aircraft produced after that date will not be included in the airport. So right here you can see Jack ZT and Helix Copter. We're working on this hotel structure, which is going to go over the main check-in lobby, which I'll be doing the full interior of this entire hotel, hopefully, once it's all said and done. That's where the check-in area is going to be, and then down here is where the rail network is going to run underneath the hotel and check-in center, where the rail network to that main train station will be linked up. And then after that, we will hopefully, I believe, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Oh yeah, we're also ripping out all the old aircraft that me and Chris worked on a long time ago. A lot of these are actually coming out. This L-1011 over here is going to be removed along with all these Delta aircraft. Right now I just haven't gotten around to removing them quite yet, mostly just because time hasn't permitted. I also added the end caps to the terminal buildings. I worked on those a few days ago, probably last month I think it was I was working on them. I was up a lot later than I probably should have been working on them. But yeah, so I'll be hopefully doing full interiors on these. Airplanes over there that you guys have already seen. And so now let's go ahead and show you the newest, biggest addition to the airport. Which I'll head on out. Wondering why it's rendering each chunk pretty slow. It might just because I have my shaders turned up to full. And as you may know, I got a new computer, so shaders are hopefully a little bit nicer for you guys to see. And actually, I'm going to quick change one of the settings and see if maybe that helps it render a little faster. Alright, so therefore I just went ahead and updated the textures and whatnot. Not the textures, but the chunk loading. But as you can see here is a FedEx DC-1030 series that was made by Helix. Actually, I'm probably going to work on that engine a little bit later today. He went ahead and did the cargo editions, this one and the passenger versions. I actually don't know if we have the passenger versions yet. I'll have to go look in his yard. But this is going to be one of the very big aircraft in the airport. We're going to have a lot of DC-10s. And ooh, wait, I'm going to have to move that around so we have the flight engineer's deck. But we'll move on back to some of my stuff I worked on over here. Here's the A310 that me and him worked on. I went ahead and did a cargo variant the other day. And so this is capable of holding large cargo pallets. Pretty much anything you can think of can fit on the A300s. I've actually seen a few of these out at the airport I'm training at. I don't know how often I see the A300 though. It's not one I see a whole lot. I think I've maybe seen it maybe 3 or 4 times over the entire year that I've been going up here. I see the 757 on a weekly basis though. But that's one of the aircraft. I can't remember if the 757 will be in there included. I think we will be doing the 757 because I think that came out in 1980. It was like just had came out. It was almost like the how the 787 is today. But here's my aircraft, as you may recognize in the past. I've shown this off, the 727 200 series. And I went ahead and painted it up in FedEx colors. Went ahead and redid the interior to fit a more cargo status style interior. Cockpit's still the same, and I pretty much set it up so it's ready for cargo. And actually, one of the reasons I was inspired to do that is because I've actually been inside of a real FedEx 727 just a few days ago when I went on an airport tour. So I thought that was kind of cool and kind of fun to be inside of 727. Also, I'll go show you guys where the future plans of the new FedEx cargo terminal hub is. So over here, we're currently working on the cargo hub. It's similar to Memphis, where we're going to put a bunch of cargo pallets, tugs, all sorts of stuff. And then in here, we're going to have big doors on the sides of these for cargo pallets to be slid in. And then we're going to have belts and conveyor belts and sorters. And then over here, we're going to have a bunch of doors where we're going to put a bunch of trucks backed up to the back of this. Have trailers all hooked up and everything. So that's hopefully going to be how that's going to be. I'm going to probably make this quite a bit bigger, and hopefully to house some more aircraft. Over here we have some DHL DC-8s, which you guys have seen in the past, which will hopefully, we're hopefully going to try to mix up the cargo planes a bit. So we're maybe going to put in some other cargo airlines off in this section, and then we're going to extend the taxiway all the way out here to house, to meet up into this building right here, which is the Delta Tech Ops, with the circa 1980s Delta livery. And the airport, we've kind of thought of a general area of it. It's still, once again, it's still going to be kind of a more of a mythical area. And I think we decided that it's going to be kind of more like almost like a New York location, or maybe somewhere in Europe, because the types of aircraft in which are operating here that we currently have placed in the style of the building almost fits more of a Western style, I guess you could say. And yeah, we have a Japanese or Asiatic style train station, and we have a lot of Russian airplanes. So it's almost like a blending pot of a lot of types of aviation all coming together as one. But yep, so right here's the 2 big runways, runway 9 left and 9 right. I'll probably be expanding the taxiway on to connect the two and run a taxiway through both of them. That's all going to be part of the finishing details. A lot of these extra aircraft sitting over here are going to be taken out. A lot of these don't have a place. I'll probably be remaking another better one of these, which is a BAE 146. And then we'll be remaking the 747s as well, and that DC-10's coming out as well. So a lot of stuff is happening on the airport. Nothing I can really say which is going on when, because when we work on it, it kind of just goes together at whatever part at whatever time. Hopefully once my schedule does start to free up a little bit better, and I actually don't have stuff that I have to get done, i.e. today I'm supposed to call a stage pilot for flying, and I don't really want to, because if he's scheduled tomorrow, then I end up having to stay up really late tonight studying, which I'm already going to have to do for my Block 7 written exam stuff. So a lot of work I gotta get done. Oh yeah, and over here is the Tupolev Tu-144 you guys have seen in the past. But yeah, so a lot of stuff will be changing, and we'll be adding cool stuff on here. Oh yeah, this is another new aircraft I forgot to show you guys. It's like a KLM City Hopper Saab 340. It's supposed to be brand new out of the factory, and I think it turned out pretty good. It only took me a few minutes to make, and I actually like how it turned out. So yeah, that's how that is at the moment. We also brought on a new trainee, and hopefully we're going to be reorganizing. Also, I'll go ahead and do this in a completely separate video, but we do have some pretty big announcements, i.e. website's going to be changing. Oh yeah, and here's Helix Copters Convair 880. I almost act like I have almost like one of those dogs that are like looking at something and be like, ooh, squirrel. But yeah, so back to my original point is we'll hopefully be having some big changes coming to OIO. I'm not going to say anything quite yet in this video because it's something more or less I want to kind of leave to its own video and own surprise. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed what's new in this airport right now. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you guys have any aircraft from that time period you'd like to see, feel free to leave a comment as well. We'll be doing so far what's on the to-do list, we're going to be doing a regional hub, the baggage sorting area, the entire airport's getting a full interior, so that's going to be a whole entire like week and a half project. We're going to do firehouse, air traffic control tower. Trying to think. We're not going to do a military base on this airport though. It's going to be strictly civilian. And then we're debating whether or not to do a general aviation area. I might do a separate general aviation airport in the relative vicinity of this airport, but we'll see on that. Maybe I'll end up making that over closer to the city, and we'll call that like city airport, and this will be international or something like that, almost like how with London they have London City Airport. But we'll see. It's all still ready to be made, ready to be created. Also, this aircraft right here, I'll let you guys go ahead and leave a comment below if you recognize this very, very famous aircraft. Feel free to leave a comment below if you think you know what it is. I built it a couple days ago. I saw this big glass dome and I immediately thought our airport needs one of these. So if you guys recognize the aircraft, feel free to leave a comment below. Other than that, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching.